You've heard the adage, there is honor among thieves. Well, not in cyberspace. I ran across a fascinating article this week about the recent ransomware attack against Change Healthcare. I'll link to the article in the description, and I highly recommend reading it. It points up a few things about ransomware and cryptocurrency that most people don't think about.
Heather thinks about software.
Change Healthcare is one of those enormous infrastructure linchpins you've probably never heard of. It's owned by United Healthcare, the U.S.'s biggest health insurer, and handles billions of healthcare transactions every year. In late February 2024, cybercriminals hacked the company, demanding a ransom of $22 million and threatening to publicly post terabytes of personal and confidential data. The data had also been encrypted, and Change was promised the decryption key in exchange for the ransom payment. Change had to take all of its systems offline, disrupting confirmation of insurance benefits, which hobbled hospitals and pharmacies trying to authorize medical procedures, prescriptions, and payment of insurance benefits. So to be clear, if United Healthcare is your insurer, this could very well be your most personal information. The hack was the work of the Russian-backed Black Cat Collective, which is a kind of crowdsourced ransomware group. The article even refers to it as ransom as service. Thank goodness, I thought the tech world was running out of new ASS acronyms. SaaS, software as a service, PaaS, platform as a service, IaaS, infrastructure as a service, etc. Apparently, Black Cat encourages its participants to carry out cyber intrusions, and the hacker who successfully plants the malware is compensated with most of the ransom. I don't know about you, but my image of a ransomware hacker is either some lone incel sitting in a basement in front of a mechanical keyboard with a groovy light show, or a boiler room in Russia or North Korea. But reality is less exotic. They are apparently collective workers. By the way, do you ever wonder how the amounts for those ransom demands are calculated? Is there an AI or a script somewhere I don't know about? Lawyers and insurers have algorithms that value legal claims. Look, there's one on www.injury.com. Change paid the ransom, in cryptocurrency, of course, but then things went sideways. Change never got the decryption key promised by the RAS Collective. The article says that on March 3rd, a Black Cat affiliate, that's what they call the hacker who threatened to publish your personal information, posted a complaint to the exclusive Russian-language ransomware forum RAMP and claimed Black Cat never paid him his cut of the ransom. Therefore, the affiliate didn't deliver the decryption key. Most people think ransomware crypto transactions are anonymous, and they are, but they aren't. Law enforcement agencies like the FBI are often able to track ransomware payments. The blockchain is open for anyone to view, of course. And once the feds identify a wallet number used for criminal activity, they can marry it up to transactions in conventional finance systems. So, for example, if you get $1 million worth of Bitcoin as a ransom and then trade it for fiat currency that you deposit in a bank, the feds can trace the transaction to you. Actually, the FBI has been successful at reclaiming some large ransoms in the past. Kudos to my former law partner, Lisa Monaco, who has been on the heels of the cyber extortionists for years. But all the policing in the world, no matter how clever, is just playing catch-up to the hackers. And it probably could never kill the ransomware cash cow. But by refusing to deliver the decryption key, Black Cat did the feds' job for them and killed its own reputation, or maybe even that of ransomware purveyors generally, because no one is going to pay up if they don't get what is being held for ransom. One of the hackers in the collective wrote an oddly defensive statement. We could send you our private chat logs where we were shocked by everything that's happening and are trying to solve the issue with the transactions. The notion that a ransomware hacker could be shocked is dubious. I mean, these are the people threatening to publicly disclose that you got that test at the clinic for genital warts. Apparently, they just discovered there's no honor among thieves. Thanks to Saber Ibrahim of OptimEdge Legal for sending me this story. He does a great series called Bites, which are 60-second tips on tech legal issues. Check them out. I'll link to them in the description. What do you think? Is this the end of ransomware or not? If not, what effect do you think it'll have? Let me know in the comments. Liking and subscribing makes me think more.
Heather thinks about software.